curious about the program and how it originally came together.
We, Housing Corporation of America, is a nonprofit, and we partner with the developer. The developer in this case being Iron Management and Insight Development, who was instrumental in developing Lancaster Boulevard and a few communities just out off the boulevard. I think what happened was that they saw a bunch of communities in need of these certain programs, and if there is a way to bolster sort of the commercial and social hub for Lancaster, and then on the peripheral sort of provide the residents with enrichment programs that would improve the quality of life. For this particular program, there was an Arbor at Palmdale, which is in Palmdale, Longhorn Pavilion, also in Palmdale. In Lancaster here we have Village Point and Arbor Court, which is a senior community.
Let's talk about the partnership between MOAH and HCA.
When the redevelopment of the boulevard was happening, one of the developers on the boulevard, Insight Development, worked directly with the city on moving the museum here on the boulevard. The goal was to bring culture and a cultural hub to partner with the Performing Arts Center, and so now we kind of have bookends here on the boulevard. And the developers from Insight know and understand the value of the arts in the community, and you can see that's strongly represented in their programming with HCA.
And Desiree, what's your role with the art project here?
It started off as just tutoring, and then from there we started the paper mache project.
What's your favorite part of these projects, working with the kids on these projects?
My favorite part would be how they really make it their own. They didn't even want me to help with it. They named it, they just really made it their own.
Kelsey, you've worked with the kids on this project, Glue Zoo. Tell me a little bit about it. What were your favorite parts, and what are we looking at today?
Great. So Glue Zoo, this exhibit involves a bunch of paper mache animals, ones that were either critically endangered or extinct. And so here we have the saber-toothed cat and the sea turtle. And so we just got chicken wire and in some cases some 2x4s to make the frames of them, and then paper mache.
Were these kids or seniors or a mix of both?
A mix of both, mostly young children and seniors, although we did have some adults join at some of the properties.
Can you describe what this sculpture over here is? It looks like it's coral.
It is, yeah, it's coral. This is one of the seniors from Arbor Court made this. His name was Bruce. And so done with paper mache, and I'm sure there's some chicken wire in there as well. He's a Lord Howe's walking stick. There are not very many of them at all. They were found on an island. There were only 25 of them. The island kind of had some type of storm happened, and they thought they were all wiped out, but they actually found a few. This guy right here, we had probably about 10 to maybe a little more at certain times, people working on him. He has 2x4 wood in him, as well as the chicken wire, and then I think we did around 10 or more layers of paper on him.
It looks like something from a video game.
No, it exists in real life.
What is this?
It's a pangolin, so because it has this scaly looking exterior, people think that they're either reptiles or something, but it's actually a mammal.
I don't think it's so important that all of these young people turn out to be artists later in their lives. I think it's important that they understand the skills of problem solving, the skills of creative thinking, the skills of critical thinking. Those are things that are very important in every field. Whether you're a mathematician or a scientist, the major thing is problem solving. The City of Lancaster has great leadership and understands that partnerships between public-private are really important. The museum is a perfect example of that.
For the youth and the seniors and just residents in the Antelope Valley alike to be able to have a say in the arts and be able to create and be relevant here, that's a huge thing. It's possible because of our partnership with MOAH.